Welcome to another edition of the Coach's Box. Ray Halbrook from Livestream STL here. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday evening. We are here with the guys, a little spread out, some different camera angles here. We were hoping to have Mr. Jim Powers with us. Unfortunately, he had a family emergency, so we hope that everything's all well with the Powers crew over there. And guys, microphones are up, and how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing well.
Doing well.
Yeah.
Doing well. And somebody
Yeah.
broke the rule.
Broke the rule.
That was me.
Riley.
And you're out.
Turning it down as we go.
You are on assignment.
We just put you on a
Darn.
Yep.
I get quarantined from the coach's box. 14 days.
We all might at some point.
Right?
It's coming.
Right?
It's coming. Oh, man.
Probably correct. I hope not. Boy, I hope not.
Chris Miller, it's basketball season.
It is.
Guys.
Most wonderful time of the year next to Christmas.
You know, and first week of practice for you guys. And has everybody been doing any cutting? Have we cut any kids yet?
We did. We did today.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
You did?
We did. Too.
Wow.
Had to make some cuts today. Good stuff.
Had to
So
make some
now you got
cuts.
38?
Close.
Down to 50.
Can't even walk through the gym when he's practicing.
It's hard to social distance with that many
Oh,
kids.
my gosh.
Go ahead here.
I tell you.
He's got more coaches than I got juniors.
So how do you put all those coaches and the kids
on the bench.
on the bench?
No, they're up. They're out.
they-
They're here. They're
Hey, we're gonna have one. We're
So
gonna have
use
one
the
on every.
stage.
They'll have one whole
the
section.
stage.
No, they'll have one whole section of our stands.
You just need to have somebody be the announcer, and then whenever somebody's coming the game, it's like, come on down. They run off the stage. They're waving their hands. And
No, I want them all back to back to back in one line. You know,
We're gonna have a coach on every bench, on every side of the floor. That's how you work, buddy. Hey, if they're gonna make us separate like that, we'll do it.
when he requests the headsets from the football team for
Yeah.
his coaching set,
Unbelievable.
You don't want our
Too far.
headsets. They're
Ray, I need to borrow these headsets.
Right? These are not cheap headsets either. So it is what it is. Chris Miller,
yeah, we're going to talk about
you're
basketball.
kind of quiet tonight. What's up with that?
Got a lot of stuff going on, man.
No.
You know, I'm still thinking about what we're doing tomorrow in practice.
Practice?
Yeah, talking about practice.
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 That's what you guys better be doing because you got to have 14 of them before you play your first game,
I
not
won't.
before your first jamboree.
I won't be
Read the
practicing
book.
tomorrow. I won't be practicing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you're going to go coattail a state championship.
That's right. That's right. I am going to ride that thing up.
I mean, as an assistant coach, that's
Hey,
what you have to do.
You know
That's
what's
right.
awesome about that?
It-
That means
Turkey
I
radio?
can get in the gym at 5 instead of at 5:05.
It was 5:01 today, my friend.
Oh, no, it was by the time he clears that herd out, and then I get in there, you know, it's like
it's always
that's why you were almost late to the show tonight.
Yes.
Because of him.
his
All right, makes
10
sense.
minutes.
Hey,
Makes
you know,
sense.
when me and Zach used to work together, we had no problem with the gym usage
No.
whatsoever.
Hey, you never yelled at him if he stayed over 5 minutes?
No.
Or, oh, good.
No.
Did you hear that? Huh? Echoing? What's going on?
Echo.
That's just part of having a good working relationship.
Exactly.
We do have a good
We
relationship.
kinda,
He just likes to rub my
we'd
raw.
stare at our banner, time or two and all that. But
Is that 8th grade championship again?
I'm sorry, where's yours at?
I don't have any 8th grade championships.
Maybe you need to start coaching middle school.
Never coached 8th grade football.
It's
But there-
fun.
Don't ever say never.
it's fun.
Hey, it's simplified football. It's so simple I can do it.
Run, pass.
No,
Run,
give
pass.
the ball to the guy who's the best and the biggest.
I feel like this is going to be a
fastest.
simplified show so far. I mean,
What? It's
Simplified. Is that what we call it?
I don't know. So how was practice this week? You got what 3 days in now? So brought Blair with all your small army take over Luxembourg.
You know, I did had a great turnout. First, we had 36 the first day. We have a couple kids out and quarantined, and then a couple of kids that are on the cross country team. So it was a First day, a couple kids didn't finish up the rest of the day. Didn't come back second day, but then we had a total of 34. So, I think it's good numbers for 3 teams. Get around about 12 apiece. One team has 10, but it's been a pretty good first 3 days. Got a lot of drills in and got a lot of work and split the gym in half and kind of split the kids up a little bit so we can get a better feel of kids against each other and against their same age group or whatever. So it was a good first 3 days for me.
Yeah, we're working hard. I mean, putting in a new system like we talked about, over the summer, not really getting a chance to get much of an off season. So this week was pretty much day one outside of, a week of camp back in July. So, but man, they're working hard. It's a fun group, and man, I'm excited. It's a good senior group. So for year one for me, it's a good senior group to come in, have some leadership, and I'm excited to see we kind of putting in some defensive stuff today, and I think the kids are excited about it, and hopefully we can we'll see come Jamboree how it works out, but they're working hard. What about you?
I've had 3 days of practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
all right.
I mean,
so not great.
I had
All right,
about
Mo.
I had 32 kids, I guess, show up the first day.
Good
I had a few that kind of figured out basketball wasn't their thing, and then today I had to ring them back in a little bit. Some of them thought a lot of themselves today, so we ran a lot. Some of them called it cross country, but
Yeah.
I called it sprint. Good sprinter, but
You have to remind them that
called getting in
cross
shape,
country
man.
is
Is
over
winning.
like hills and.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like there's a lot of terrain, not just a flat surface.
Well, this is a flat surface.
That's more like track.
I had some kids that thought it was okay to not touch the line.
Oh,
And-
yeah, that really gets on my nerves.
And a couple groups had to go back to back to back on their running.
I did see that today in
yeah.
practice. Yeah.
There's one of my former players that I used to make run right there, Stacy Thornton. What's up? The kids have been working hard. To be real, I got some good kids coming back, and I got a 10th grade class. There's like 13 of them,
Hey.
12 or 13 of them.
It's good numbers.
So that class is pretty high. Junior class is small. I think I have 3. And then senior class I have 4. So we'll see where it goes.
Good numbers.
Yeah.
Good numbers.
Yeah, freshmen we ended up, I think I kept 6. And I think we have 1 in cross, or 2 maybe. I know for 1 for sure cross country, and then maybe another. So we'll see where that goes. But I'm happy how it started so far. I'm be happy to get into some real work tomorrow.
It was funny that you said that, because today I started out practice, had all our administrators in my practice, came in the first day of practice, came in today, and they were just at all about how many kids we had in the gym. Our assistant superintendent said, it's usually not like this in high school. You usually feed them, those kids that usually don't play. You usually have about 5 or 6 in each class. So
He's over there.
yeah. No.
I got 45 girls out there.
I'm so likable. I have more kids than the football team.
Yep, so likable.
No, that has nothing to do with it. But it was good to see that the administrators are in your practices, kind of just checking up, making sure things are going well, and and ask if there's anything we can do to help out or anything like that. So that's always a good thing to have happen. You have your administration support. So kudos to them.
Yep, I was looking for our AD, and they said, "Hey, he's down in the gym." I said, "Okay," and I show up, and I'm like, "Whoa, the whole administration's in the gym." What did you do, Blair? That was my first thought, but it looked like a lot of fun. He looked like he had about 80 girls in there.
Chris,
Well, I
what
guess
about
that
you?
was the coaches.
Does he tell the girls,
said-
you get a coach, and you get a coach, and
You get a coach.
He said all the girls in there would bore. Oh, it's mean. No, it was pretty good. I started out with a small militia, and I'm just very fortunate that I have Some good assistants. And they're good for what I need them to do right now. They're doing a lot better with what they're doing in our program. And we went from having 42 to about 33 real quick with no cuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we had a couple kids who didn't kind of realize basketball wasn't their thing. And that's okay, like you said.
Well, sometimes I realize that.
And that's okay. And but we've had some good practices. Yesterday, I wasn't too happy with our varsity, so we kind of did a little bit of the same that you did. And kind of took care of that. But we've had some kids out because of soccer. Our soccer team's playing for the district championship tomorrow against Whitfield. And
Soccer?
yeah, it's soccer.
Yeah, that's a sport.
Oh.
Soccer.
I don't think it's a sport
I
really
think that
here
might
in
be
this
an
country, but
opinion that it's a sport. But
Oh, boy.
and I'm not a soccer fan either.
I couldn't tell.
No.
Hey, but you're-
I'm shocked.
Hey, but you did get to enjoy your daughter's soccer game this weekend.
Yeah.
She played pretty well.
Yeah. Now, yeah, she's supposed to have one Thursday night, but she'll be practicing basketball, I think, instead.
Yeah.
So,
Good stuff.
Basketball.
basketball.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that she picked the school sport. I appreciate that.
Well, she is a coach's daughter, and she had no choice. She didn't have a choice. Her mother also was a coach, so
That's what
yeah, I
happens.
don't think she had much of a choice there. School before select all day.
Totally agree with that statement.
I don't know. A lot of people disagree.
I'm going to say a lot of people.
There's a lot of people out there.
know. I'm in the minority, I guess, because I don't think that she needs to be at school sport. That's her teammates. That's who she tried out for. You can pay to be on any team.
That's right. Agreed with that.
So how many kids do you really want to keep on a team, on one of your teams?
Not 12. 12's not a bad number, but I mean, I don't know.
We talking different levels, or are we just
Yeah.
saying
No,
in general?
I'm not talking about the whole program. I'm just saying that whenever you look at your team, I really only worry about the varsity as much. But I talked to all the coaches about how many kids, and we didn't have any cuts. I know that I made all my guys meet with their kids today and have conversations about where they see what they're good at, what they're not good at, strengths, where they see their roles are, what they see their roles, and this is
That's
what
why
we're going to do, and then you just kind of leave it to them because you don't want to tell a kid like, look, you're not going to play. We're cutting you. And he goes home, and over the summer he grows about 8 inches, and next thing you know, he's hitting the weight room, and you're like, hey, you want to play? And he goes, no, because I don't like you.
Well, and I think that happens at the junior high
I
level.
became a soccer player,
Right,
so I'm
yeah.
not going to.
Hey.
well,
And that's the fear, I would say, for definitely on the boys' side when it comes to junior high.
So that kid can't shoot a left or right-handed layup. You still keep him? I mean, he makes it through your.
If he wants to have a jersey and understands he might not ever get off the bench.
Okay.
You ever had a kid like that? He just said, I just want to be a part of the team?
Oh, yeah.
Does he
I did. I've been burned by it too. So.
They kind of laid out there and said, listen,
Well,
unless
You
still like-
try that.
you
but
can lay it
you
out
try
there all you
that,
want,
yes,
and-
you can.
it's like, listen,
uh-huh.
it's the first.
Okay, and Grandma and Grandpa that
Sure.
came to see him on senior night and saw that he
Sure.
played for 5 seconds didn't think so, and neither did
That's-
Sally and Sue, and then this person.
And that's why you established that very early.
Oh, you can establish it early.
No,
Doesn't mean a hill of beans.
I'm talking about early, like freshman level.
It doesn't.
Sophomore
I'm
level.
telling you right now, it doesn't always work
I
out
had
that
some
way.
conversations. I mean, we're
Yeah.
going to have like a C team, call it a freshman team, C team, because I'm going to have some sophomores that are going to have to play on that team, just because they're going to get more playing time that way.
Right.
And I had to have those conversations. I mean, I was straight up front with them. We talked to every kid. There was a couple kids that, they just had no business being at basketball. I mean, they're just
Maybe it's like basketball. It's not good at it.
okay.
Good questions already coming in.
well, and
Yeah.
the other thing that I think Chris, you hit it right on the start. There's certain kids that need this sport more than we need them as part of the sport, and I've had those kids on our program at some point, and they're just satisfied because they want to be around people and that have a positive attitude or around kids because they just maybe not get that anywhere else. And so, sometimes I think you got to think about that, especially at a smaller school like most of us are. I mean, there's some kids that just need that, team kind of atmosphere where somebody's always, looking out for them,
Right.
and because maybe they don't get that at home. And it's a tough situation to put ourselves in because, you tell that kid or say, hey, the kid says, I just want to be a part of this. I don't care if I play 1 minute or play the whole game. I just want to be a part of it. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're not getting – maybe they think they should play more, and then you have that conversation. It's a tough conversation to have sometimes. But, I mean, I think that goes with the territory of being a coach. It's not easy. It's not easy to make that decision to cut or to keep.
I heard it was
vice
easy.
versa. Well,
and I got into it. It's disappointing.
And I go back to, you talk about there's different type of roles too, because whether it's a footballer, I mean, I know we're talking basketball right now. I mean, if you're an athlete and can defend, I mean, enjoy that role. But I think in today's society with kids and maybe what they're taught at home, they think, well, if I'm the football stud or if I'm the softball stud or volleyball, well, then I want to be the basketball, or I need to be the track star, or I need to be the ping pong champion or something. Like, you don't always have to be the main role. You can or the star or the all-star. You can always, you could be that volleyball player, you can be that football player, but then when you come over to another sport, hey, a glue guy is just as important. A role player.
That's a little bit harder now, though, to get people to buy into.
Oh, exactly.
I mean,
Right.
people don't see their kid as a glue guy. They see their kid as number one superstar, the one that should be taking the last shot, the one that should be shooting all the threes, the one, Not saying that every parent is like that.
Right.
I'm just saying that
over the
I've
last
seen
15 plus years, and
it's a
since
lot
we got
different
into it,
now
yeah.
than, say,
10 years.
say 15 years ago. I mean,
Well, I've noticed a big difference in 10 years of that when I first started the girls' side. I mean, it's a huge difference of being a first-year head coach to now being a 10-year head coach on the girls' side. It's a tremendous difference. I mean, completely, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's
you're
changed.
older.
Well, definitely. A lot less hair. That's why I'm wearing the hat tonight, huh? I want to bulge you guys up.
What do you think about lower levels, though? Because let me present it to you guys on the boys' side, just because guys and girls are different. And you might be a 5'5" or 5'6" as seventh grader, but then, like you said, you might hit a growth spurt 8th grade, sophomore year, and all of a sudden you're 6'2", 6'3", putting time in. How do you go about judging? What do you want at the junior high level? What do you want to keep into building your program from the boys' perspective?
Like, isn't a player? Or how
Just
many?
you were talking about how many.
Oh.
Your question at the beginning
Yeah.
was how many do you want to keep? What's enough or what's too much?
well, he wants like 8 CYC teams playing basketball.
Just feed
sure.
it through.
Sure. I mean, we're not going to get anything out of him tonight. We might as well just blacken the screen off over here.
No,
What do you
I
want?
think.
Ben? What do you want?
It's your answer to the question.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting.
Well, you jumped
Not-
in and
you're
started talking about CYC teams.
You're not yourself tonight. I'm just kind of worried about
I've
you.
got
Go
my
ahead.
mind on a lot of stuff. So, I would say that when you get into a situation where you have a bunch of kids and you're trying to find playing time, if you don't have the ability to get them all in the game, then you're going to make kids upset, especially if you don't. And I agree, if you lay the ground rules from the get-go, it doesn't matter. They're still going to want to play. At whatever point that becomes a distraction, that's when you remove them from the team. But if you don't carry so many kids, you don't have to worry about that. I like to have probably right around 10 and have a good rotation at 8. And I think that when you divvy up how many minutes per quarter, that's probably the best way of doing it, because if you otherwise you're going to be playing kids that might get exposed with the lack of talent, because when the deeper you go in your bench, generally you're not nearly as good. You obviously play your better players mostly, starting 5. Sometimes you bring one of your better players off as a 6-man so you can play the sub game and say, we're subbing better than you. But if you don't, unless you're going 5 in, 5 out, it's hard to really have a good rotation of 10 kids. So I'm around 8, maybe 9 if there's somebody, and usually he's kind of a gadget guy kind of thing. Comes in, he plays hard, gives you a couple minutes, he's out. And I always tell the kids, this is where I see you, but at the same time, if you don't like that role, then do something about it. And that's, you do it in practice. You show me you can accept this for now, be a good teammate, and then turn around and show me something different. You're outplaying one of your teammates, your stats are better, those sort of things. So I like to try to have 10 on each level, but at the same time, I have a rotation of about 8 kids.
So my
Does
question
that
to
answer
you,
the question?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, sure.
But my question to you is, okay, let's say that you have a group of sophomores.
Sure.
You know, like Coach Jarvis here has got 13 kids in that sophomore class.
Yep.
And, you know, they're all pretty equally talented, all 13. Pretty solid, you know, across the board. And I'd say that's probably about right for you. I mean, there's a couple, 2 or 3, but, I mean, you'd say a solid 10. Now you got a junior class that's got 5 or 6 in front of him. At what point do you say, now that you got 10 in that class and 5 in that class that are – so you got 15 kids that are equally talented as a juniors and seniors. What do you do?
They're going to end up what's going to happen is as they get older, they're going to get distracted by something. So if they're not getting the amount of playing time or they're not getting what they feel like they should be getting out of the program, they cut themselves
Sure they do.
and they go their own way. When I was at South Iron, my class that I graduated with, we started out with 15 boys in the class. And everybody played basketball. I was literally the 15th guy on the depth chart in my own class when I got there. And I had to work my way up, and about the time I was a sophomore is when I was getting significant playing time in the program period. But there were guys ahead of me that they were getting distracted by a lot of other things, like girls or I need a job and a truck and things like that. And when we finished, there were five kids in my class that finished the thing. So what I'm saying is you keep them as long as you can, but at whatever point the cream rises to the top, the kids who want it, and sometimes you might have a whole group of kids who want to stick with it, but the cream still rises to the top. You will find the kids that you want to play. They will end up playing themselves into whatever playing time and whatnot. So there it is.
Got some good comments here real quick, by the way. Lisa Marie is saying, I always say it's not where you start in the season, but where you end with the season. Lots of time for improvement. Matt Schutte, we have a Matt Schutte sighting. Matt Schutte sighting.
Whoa.
He's a couple of shooting sightings here. McVeigh doing a good job of making sure that Pepsi logo is always visible on the camera. # product placement.
Good job, Zach. I appreciate that, buddy.
Hey, you know.
And then
Take care of each
Right on the
other.
check.
he's also saying
Sponsor, no. We bow down to no sponsor.
Why do we keep talking about Pepsi? They ain't buying my food tonight.
well, I will say this, and let me just throw myself on here too. Half price the rest of this month from courtesy of Joel here at
Thank you,
Joel.
Joel. Thank you.
So
Thank
half
you,
price
Joel.
the rest of the month for us here.
You know, and that's one
it's
thing that
kinda
I
nice.
think we definitely
You
need
know?
to point out, that, you know, Joel lets us use this facility week in and week out. And, you know, there's nobody better. I mean, we're biased because we coach here in Herculaneum, but, you know, this guy is always very supportive of all of our programs. And I know he's supportive of Festus as well, because I think his kids go to Festus High School, and he's been very supportive of them as well. So, you know, this business is something that's very loyal to its community, and so, you know, you're ever out and about, come stop in at La Pachanga here in Herculaneum, because I think they treat you right, and they got great customer service, and they're willing to work and do whatever. So I want to give it a huge shout out to
the
him.
Brothers Pizza.
Yep.
Definitely. Oro's Compolo.
Now, you're doing the Campolo, and then Miller's doing this new thing now with the quesadilla.
It's
Tell us
just
about it.
chicken and steak and cheese.
Yeah. So
Simple, but by golly, it looks good.
Simple.
and I'm doing the chicken quesadilla. So
Simple.
So there, keep it simple.
Zach got some tacos tonight,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
a little bit around the board, but
I haven't
definitely
gotten
wanna-
anything yet.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Late practice.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
yet.
I was gonna say late practice.
But one other thing, Shooty popped in, said, good job avoiding the curse word, Coach Miller. I don't know when that was, but it is what it is.
Hey, Rick Bowen, come down anytime, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Rick,
Come
you're
on
more than
down.
welcome to come down.
We'll,
You
put,
can come and be a heckler.
we'll even put you right here, right next to Blair, and you guys can just talk.
Rick and I have a good relationship. We talk a lot.
yeah.
I didn't say you didn't. Why is it that I bring up a referee?
I think it's all
'Cause
we
you know the
assume.
first thing he
It's
says is,
Because
well,
you
Rick and I
assume
have a
it.
good
That's right.
relationship. I didn't assume anything. There's where the headset, the extra headset is. So I
Well, we
said
can put it over there next to you if you want.
I just
here.
saw where it was. So
This
I
was
said
the one we
put,
had for Mr.
put Rick
Powers.
right next to you, and we'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Mr. Powers couldn't make it there, so there it is.
But I mean, that to me, I just want to give a huge shout out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Joel's taking care of us right now with even just taking care of our drinks during the show. But
Yeah, I need to put my Pepsi where everybody can see it too.
that's right. That's right.
Lordy.
Support it.
Hey, Sam Blair wants to know what's wrong with Miller tonight.
He's got a lot on his
Inquiry
mind.
minds want to know.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate right now, guys.
Yeah.
It's basketball season.
Basketball
Coach.
season.
Now-
I'm already thinking about how I got to beat Herky.
Yeah.
They're the favorites to win the
Oh
conference.
my God!
You heard it here first.
You heard it
before
here
you go to
first.
mainstream
Breaking
sports.
That,
This
hey,
is coming
hold on,
from
time
a
out.
guy
How come that's not
that
in
won
the
the
paper
districts.
anymore?
What?
They used to do that in the leader
Well, the
years
leaders.
They'll
ago.
do it.
They used to do the
They'll do
predict.
it.
Do they still do that?
Predictions?
Yeah.
No, they don't do predictions.
Why
They don't do
that?
predictions, but they'll like have a basketball preview.
I don't understand why you
Not
guys
a
are so
preview.
afraid of predictions.
It's not that we're afraid of it.
Yeah, you know.
But here's
Well,
the thing
he's-
about that.
Do you want us to go into
Because
So
this
this is
again?
the deal. No, this is the deal.
Bulletin board
Listen.
material.
I understand that
Well,
part.
and
I
he's
understand
full
that
of
part.
crap trying to say, well, Ernie's the favorite. We won 0 conference games last year. 0. Lost to Grandview, Crystal,
We're gonna
Pius,
throw a
St.
Twitter poll.
Vincent, R7. All of them.
Throw a Twitter poll up here for predictions.
So what's your point? That was last year.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Do you want to base all of our stuff on last year too for this
You got to
year?
defend that district title,
Hey,
my
I-
friend.
Quit
I
downplaying
can't.
because
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
going to, I'm not going to win as many games. He's already setting
I didn't
it up.
That's
say anything
the,
about winning the games. I said, do we
You
want to
just said,
base
are we gonna-
last year?
we're
Do
gonna
you want
base
to
it on
base last year?
year.
Base this year on what
Got to
happened last
base
year.
it on they must have hired a great coach. Coach before you, didn't do it. You did.
That's right. Well, here's the thing, Coach Miller. You should talk about, they all want to know what's going on with Coach. But I think a lot of this.
They gave me water this time.
I'm just going to talk for you, Coach. Starting out after winning a district title, I'm sure it's a little stressful. You got big shoes to fill from last year, and so your expectations are probably, high from everybody outside looking in.
Yep.
So you don't want to.
Yep.
You don't want to try to look at that way, and I mean that's a tough situation. I've never been in it. He's never been in it, but you
It's
two
tough.
have, and it's tough.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun
I'm abs-
as a
I'm-
competitor. It's fun, but yeah, there's added pressure.
Absolutely
I mean,
there
it
is.
It is. Yeah.
And it's not an easy task, I'm sure. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. But
I mean, I don't feel any added pressure to it.
You make diamonds out
I
of
don't
pressure.
think I don't
right?
think
Is
he
that what
has
it is?
any feelings tonight.
No, I have one
Check his
feeling.
polls. Check his polls.
I have one feeling. That's it.
one.
I mean, yeah, that's
One.
it.
I don't think he has a pulse.
I just what? It's what? Hey, wait. Am I staying on topic? Are we talking about basketball? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have I used any profanity tonight? No. Is that bothering anybody? Can we stay on topic, please?
Last week it was you, so let's go there.
No, I'm just saying. Are we staying on topic?
Let's go there.
All right, so let's talk about expectations for this year, then, Jason.
I'm trying to be entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Not right now. Well, let's be honest.
All right, so
So
here's
your expectations for your team this year are what?
What do you
Yeah,
mean, my
wait. How do
expectations?
you feel like where you at? Are we
Why
gonna-
is this all on me right
I
now?
don't know, because you're
I mean,
asking
you're
me
the one-
questions.
I didn't ask you that question.
He just found a way to spin it right back
Yeah,
at you.
this isn't my show. Ask Ray.
Well, I'll start it out.
Maybe we can chime in Jeff on.
Oh, my
Get him
gosh.
on.
And take. And scene.
Close. It's close.
This is what happens when we don't have a meeting, which we are going to have afterwards.
Hey.
So here's the thing that I'll point out. And as a basketball coach, the first week is always tense because you have to make cut day. And cut day is never an easy topic for anybody, a coach, to talk about because that's one of the hardest things to do. There's 2 days that I don't like about as a coach: cut day and picture day. The 2 worst days of the year. And
You don't worry about fixing your hair.
No. Well,
That's true.
buddy. Coach, when we do pictures, it lasts for 2 hours.
Well, you got 80 kids.
No,
of course.
it
They got to
doesn't
get their.
matter.
They
Well,
got to
you
get
got
their
15 coaches,
individuals
too, so.
and
Oh, God.
Dude.
get
And
the,
then-
get
all
the
the coaches in
basketball.
Then
put
they
the
gotta,
basketball
then
in
they
their
gotta get their
legs
3
and-
or 4 different banner
Exactly.
views that Herky
Wow.
girls do.
I really
Yeah.
picked the wrong thing to get into. I should have done pictures.
Should have.
I
Yeah.
should have.
Yeah.
Saved more money.
Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's
No, I mean I got expectations for my team, but
my expectations. I hope we play. Period.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
hope
Get a
we
game in.
play. Period. It
wanna
would
get
be
a couple
nice to
games.
get
I
some
mean, I already
games
got
in.
a tournament canceled, so
Yes.
I mean,
Dang, that's
so
Can we announce that, or is that under wraps still?
Well,
I think
no
that kind
idea.
of just really went out of wraps as soon as you said that. Narrows it down a little bit. You're only
well,
in
I mean, I
three.
didn't say what it was.
tournament, but you know, I think
I didn't know there was a leash on it.
I don't think there is.
I don't think
I don't think there is.
I don't think there
I
is.
mean, we found out about it, so.
Well, then go ahead, Ray. You can spill it.
brought to you by.
Brought to you
By
by
STL.
brought to you by Debbie Downer. Right?
Who's that?
Apparently, it's me.
Was it? I remember it from the episode of Saturday Night Live where this one girl. Yeah, there you go. That was a funny show.
That was good. That was
a good one.
Apparently, it's me. No, the
that's-
Wait, you
Yeah.
know, there was this one that was really funny. It had Alec Baldwin and 2 girls from like the public talk radio.
Was that yeah? We can't
About the
say
food?
that about the food. Yeah.
Yeah, Schvetty.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
like Simon
really
and his
good.
little drawings.
Hey, Coach,
Yep. You know,
Coach
my
Jarvis.
name is Simon.
Matt Schutte wants to know if there's any hair products you need to talk about tonight on the air.
Well, if you
Those
guys
are
are
classic.
interested in any hair products, my wife is selling Monet. I got corrected. I kept saying Monet, and it's not Monet.
It's not Monet, the painter.
Dude, we
the
have
painter.
we have stuff that'll help that huge widow's peak.
Hey, can you put the head back down there real quick again?
Gigantic
There it
widow's
is.
peak over
There
there.
it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
But my wife
It looks
is
like
willing,
somebody's
and my-
butt sit on the
Oh
butt.
my! Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm
Hey,
going to leave the hat off for a
Get
little
back
bit.
on the rail. Back on the rail.
Sorry.
Can't get off the rail here.
What would you
Get off the rail.
I had to ask that question. Matt Schutte wanted to know, so I pointed it
Yeah,
out.
I think
Yeah,
I was supporting my wife. I use the hair products every day. So
It's good. It's
why
always
not
good.
get on there and
Keep the
score?
window open.
Yes.
Especially with the nice weather. It's
Well,
always good to have
especially
the
with
window open.
basketball coming up, I
That's
know I'm going
true.
to be in the doghouse at least 100 million times. So figure we'll do some things.
I gotta say though, those commercials are much better than your other commercials you do.
Well, I wasn't going to go sleeveless this week, and then I said Wednesday at the beginning of my commercial.
And then you said
Thursday, but
Thursday.
the editor didn't catch that either.
So when
I did catch it afterwards. I was like, crap.
And you put Thursday up.
Way to go.
too.
Way to go,
He even
editor.
put
Right?
Thursday up
Way to go,
there.
editor.
Yep.
I
So-
pointed it out. I was like, listen to it. I was like, oh,
I said
Thursday.
I said Wednesday the first time.
You
at
did
the
it first at the
beginning,
beginning, yeah.
But then he even put up Thursday on the screen.
I had to change it after Miller brought in his too, and I'm like, oh,
Well,
crap,
hey,
I got to
look.
fix that.
So
Miller
hopefully
sets it
nobody
away.
tunes in Thursday, but we probably need to go to a break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the tournaments being canceled. And
Oh, I thought I already broke that up.
well,
We didn't
we'll
say
talk a
who
little
it
bit
was.
more
We'll talk
about it,
about it.
and we'll go ahead and reveal who that is, and we'll
reveal
see you
some
guys
other
when we
stuff.
come back.
Yep. Sounds good. You're watching the Coach's Box. We'll be right back.
For fine Mexican cuisine,
A family atmosphere.
any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pachangas.
Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter. Come out to La Pachanga!
Hi, I'm Jeff Whitener, professional loud talker and owner of Blue Tiger Media. Many of you know that I share a passion for local high school and college sports. The people of this area know that I wear many different hats in pursuit of that passion. The Main Street Sports Show is one such passion of mine. We've been on hiatus for a while because the fall sports schedule has kept us very busy. But now that the season is winding down, we have the opportunity to start previewing what will take place this winter. For Ray Halbrook of Livestream STL and I, that means a healthy dose of high school basketball. Joining us for in-depth interviews will be Dan Johnson of the Hillsboro Hawks, Jason Farrell of the Festus Tigers, and Zeb Hammond of the DeSoto Dragons. Stop by in person or leave a question in the comments section of the show as we dip our toes into that winter sports season. That's the Main Street Sports Show on Livestream STL. Watch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or on our Roku channel at TKDS Sports. And from all of our fans and followers out there, for all of you, I doff this hat.
Jefferson College is my first choice.
My first choice to launch a successful career, not just a job.
My first choice for classes that are guaranteed to transfer toward my major.
Affordable career programs, 2-year transfer, and high school dual enrollment courses. Begin the path to a great career without paying a 4-year college price.
Jefferson College is my first choice.
My first choice. Make Jefferson College your first choice for a great education.
Since their inception in 1980, SMCI has always been about high integrity and treating people the way you would want to be treated, just like family. Mostly known as a commercial contractor, SMCI has now decided to give the family treatment to everyone. They are now opening their residential department to the public as Home by SMCI so everyone can experience the home treatment. Everyone deserves maximum comfort in their very own home. Isn't it time you come home? Contact SMCI at 636-337-4444 or on the web at homebysmci.com.
This is Coach Riley Blair from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Jarvis from the Herculaneum Black Cats.
Hi, this is Coach Zach McVeigh with the Jefferson Lady Blue Jays.
Hi, I'm Chris Miller from St. Pius X High School.
And you're watching the Coach's Box.
And you are watching the Coach's Box
on Livestream STL.
On Livestream STL.
We are back here for round 2 of the Coach's Box here. And we're going to go right back in here to talk a little basketball. Boys, microphones are all on. And we are going to move right into some more basketball talk. There was a question that I missed at the beginning here, and I wanted to ask it real quick. Question from Dusty Weisskopf.
Hey!
Do you keep more kids because of COVID or keep a normal amount? Good question to start this segment.
I don't think it's going to matter because they're going to get contact traced anyway, and it's going to be 2 weeks for the whole team regardless.
Separate your program a little bit.
It's
best you can do.
Well,
go virtual.
I honestly do think
if this is me,
if you're a superintendent,
no.
Oh,
if I'm a parent, and my kid is a stud athlete of whatever team, football, basketball, whatever, you're going virtual. Can't get COVID when you're virtual. Can't get kicked out when you're virtual. I mean, That's what I'm doing. And if I was like football, look at football. So Cuba Grandview loses. Now Cuba's forfeit their next round. So Lutheran St. Charles, they're in a district title game and haven't even played yet.
Yeah.
So if I'm a team that could do a postseason run, as the head coach, I'm begging administration to say, let them go virtual, let them sit out in the hallway, go put them in a corner somewhere, go put them, leave them in the cafeteria, something. And if I've got a shot of making it,
most of these cases aren't happening at school.
I know, but it's the contact. So we've got kids. We've got kids down in North County. We just now finished the first quarter Friday. Their kids on their third round of quarantine. Third round. Haven't had it, but because somebody's, within the 6-foot bubble, they're gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's athletes, it's non-athletes, it's, fine arts kids, it's everybody. Everybody. And it's just like, if you're going to have a postseason run, why risk it? Especially when you have that option to go virtual.
Right.
We don't have that option.
Well, let's talk about let's kind of prelude right into that. Crystal City went to a 2-week, take a virtual only for the next 2 weeks in the entire school district. And so that puts a lot of things into perspective there. I mean, they didn't start any of their winter sports, didn't start any practicing of any winter sports. So now they're going to push that all back to 2 weeks, which in return pushes their entire schedule back. If 2 weeks.
If they can even get those games. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And so football, you can maybe try and find an opponent because it's only one day. Basketball, you're out 2 weeks. I don't know if there's so many more working parts in the logistics of it. If you can, try and find somebody to play. But I don't know. I'll be Debbie Downer, but I hope it works out.
Well, I was talking to our AD, and he said he thought that some of the ADs were all talking that they thought it would be easier because there's going to be so many schools in this same predicament looking for games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he said there may be games we don't want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Your kid,
Jackson needs a game.
Yeah, they want it in our tournament.
I know.
That's turning it down.
I get an open data. Maybe I'll pick them up.
We got two more teams this week.
Oh, yeah? Who'd you get? I'm sorry, I interrupted you guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, we did. That's all right.
We're going to have a sidebar conversation.
Yeah, we are.
Here.
We got
I was curious.
Gateway Legacy, that new team.
Oh, shoot.
And then we got...
I researched them.
Okay, well, we got to do what we got to do.
We could have had Jackson.
Jackson.
Now you're bringing
Jackson.
From like Illinois. They're from Illinois.
Yeah, that's okay.
They're from Illinois.
Okay. Well, true. They are from Illinois. Probably Kentucky fans.
No, wait. They're from Illinois. They're from Illinois now after, all the stuff that's happened in the last couple of days. Illinois.
By the way, we haven't made that announcement yet, and we'll make it right here. The Rolla Herbert tournament has been canceled. We will not have
That's
that this
the Crystal City tournament for you guys who don't know
Boo.
specifics.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much liberty I have to say, but I'm hearing there's going to be a team that picks that up.
Really? You're a different school that picks it up?
Yes. But
And
not close to here.
And it'll still be called the...
I don't know what it's going to be called. I'm just saying.
But just for a 1 year
That's what I'm
situation.
hearing that might happen. I don't know all the
Jason
details.
Gilman,
Will it be in this county or another one?
I don't think it's going to be in this county.
Then I already know who it is.
Uh-oh.
Have fun with that.
Interesting.
Well, you mean you don't like playing in that county?
Well,
so you like playing in that county?
Hey.
You will this year. Didn't matter. You didn't like it last year.
I don't have them on the regular season anymore. But anyway.
So my question to you then is, okay, so if you're in that tournament and no one picks it up, do you try to find another tournament, or do you go ahead and just say, heck with it, let's try to find 2 games that week?
Right.
And to me, as a coach, I mean, I'd rather try to find 2 games and make sure I got games instead of trying to decide if I can find a tournament, because there's going to be most tournaments are full already.
See, Jarvis, you don't have to say it, but you could write it down to help me.
No.
Darn it.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd have rather have been the other one.
Ooh. No,
A little closer.
well, it's a toss. It's a push.
Yeah. Anyway,
another meeting.
We're having
for
our
after-
private
after-
conversation.
after-
Sidebar.
The after
yeah.
show.
I don't know. I mean, it's a hard. I mean, I know we were looking for teams for our
Let
tournament.
me throw this out
Uh-oh.
to alleviate everything. We got how many teams in the county? 12?
11.
I'm not good at math.
11.
12?
11.
I think you're
Okay, 11? All right.
I don't teach math.
I don't either.
I
All
just
right.
tell kids
So what
how
if
to
what if we
fire.
just said let's go home and home, have an end of the year conference tournament before districts?
This is not the MAAA.
I'm for this year because of COVID.
Like keep everybody local.
It's I don't know. I'm
Minimal
just throwing it
travel?
out. I'm just throwing it out.
What kind of witchcraft are you selling over
I,
there?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out
How
there.
is that going to work for some of the small schools having to play some of the large schools? It's just not fair. They can't compete.
At this point, it's as we said, is it even about winning?
sarcasm
It's
meter
about
stop
at
you.
11.
Let me stop you.
I was
going
gonna
to
say, I don't know.
Fair. Was anything that was done this summer fair?
There, exactly.
With what?
With some schools across the county being able to do whatever they wanted all May, June, July, August, September, October.
Is he saying?
it's
Is he
taking-
making a shot?
Yeah,
He's
shots
taking
fired.
shots.
You know
Shots
what?
fired.
Hey, when you have your superintendent's meeting, then how about you
I was
invite
gonna
the
say,
president?
Bing, bing, bing.
I'm not saying that they made that decision.
Instead of having the superintendents and say, "Hey, we're going to do this stuff," and everybody's going to abide by it, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe if we go ahead and invite St. Pius as president, hey, maybe then we wouldn't have to worry about that. And everybody gets to play on the same level playing field. But when you exclude, then that's what the kind of crap that happens.
No, I wasn't talking this. I'm talking about across the state. Like,
I
you know,
thought you were talking about us. It's
Oh,
like, hey, I'll jump on that bandwagon. We'll fight back.
if I was talking about you, I would have said, well, St. Pius was able to do whatever they wanted.
You
But
are
I didn't.
backtracking, man. You
I
are backtracking.
If you want to go back and listen to what I said across the state,
You
not
did
across
not
the
say
county.
across the state. You said
Right.
across.
He didn't say across the state,
I
but he
will-
didn't
I
say
will
St.
go
Pius
back.
either.
I will
You
go back and read
across,
it.
and you went that direction. If I drive that direction,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna run
realize.
into Pius.
I didn't realize there was a crawfish bowl going because you was definitely crawfishing backwards.
I will go back and read
he-
and listen to it here in just a few minutes.
I would
Hold on a
have.
second. Hold on a second.
After reviewing the play. After reviewing the play.
Yeah.
The ruling on the field
Wait a minute,
Scooby-Doo ending.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Scooby-Doo ending.
Wait a minute. Replay booth says. There's full of it.
And then you guys are going to all
Fact
have
checker.
to tell
Fact
that I
checker.
said that next time on there.
What? It's fine.
So-
we have a comment here. Yes, Coach McVeigh, that he has an excellent idea, referring to the all county thing.
Hey, I mean, they've done the
won't tell
JCC
you who that was.
shootout. They've done the JCC shootout. I'm pretty sure small schools have been winning a lot of those.
Did you say a lot? No.
Yeah.
No.
Last
You don't
year,
think?
two
Hey,
did.
and that's exactly why we still have the shootout.
Last year, half
Yeah.
of them did.
No. We don't even have it anymore.
Well, let me call the whole
You
thing
go.
out.
You
Large
go.
school ADs, get over it. I mean, that's bad.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
just
care.
think. I
Our
think
live
this
stream
year-
is now available
Right.
to only the small schools.
No, but even small schools, to me, we
They're-
never had
it's
that
not-
problem 30 years ago.
Well, that's 30 years ago when
So what?
everybody played everybody.
Everybody plays.
And it should
They're not
still be
doing
that
it.
way.
Hey,
It should
and
still be
the
that way.
large schools whooped
It
the
should
small
still be that
schools.
way. Do you understand what the scores would have been in football if
I'm not talking. I'm
small-
talking about basketball. I'm talking about COVID
Yeah, hey, we
this
gotta
year.
stay-
even in basketball.
COVID
Stay
this
with
year.
basketball.
Okay.
Stay with
COVID
basketball.
this year.
Well,
Football's a different animal.
I'm off the. Oh,
Thank you.
Here's what I'll tell you. I
Here's your
think
stop sign.
I think that's a very good analogy for 2 or 3 reasons, really. One, I mean, you're
Yeah,
keeping
three
everything.
You can compete with them. That's
You're
why I say that.
traveling. If you're traveling with kids, you don't have to take a bus
You can
to
compete with them.
Festus. You don't
Okay.
have to take a bus.
Do you want me to
to Crystal
get?
City.
I'll spend the rest of the show and pull up my record against those schools, and we'll see.
But here's the thing, Chase, and I get that. I get that completely. But I'd rather play Festus than not play at all. I'd rather
Who says
play.
we're not playing at all? You guys are doom and gloom here.
No, but I'm
No,
saying
that's not what
is,
we're talking about. We're
worst
talking
case
about
scenario.
If you had to
I'm
do it.
sunshine and rainbows over here.
You're right.
oh my god,
Kittens and ice cream and
Sunshine and
I'm just
rainbows.
saying.
Maybe somebody
here's-
bring us a cone today.
Just
Huh?
in case you're
Dairy
wondering,
Queen.
Dairy Queen is right over there.
You know what? I wonder if DoorDash would bring us in.
Hey,
probably
There's
would.
some Dairy
Hey.
Queen.
But I mean, I honestly think that is a good analogy. If something like this goes down here in the next couple of weeks, let's just say that someone up north here across the Merrimack decides to make a decision to shut everything down up in that north of the Merrimack area.
If I'm going to lose by 50, I'd rather drive 10 minutes than an hour.
Yeah, I don't want to go that hour bus ride home after getting beat by 50.
There's your sign.
I've had that happen a couple times.
I know, and it's not fun, and it's not a fun drive down. It's definitely
But
not
what
a fun drive
happens?
back.
What happens if all those schools decide to do that, and you've got 10 of them on your schedule?
Well, I don't have 10 of them, so I'm not worried about that.
But I mean, some schools could have.
It sucks,
right?
And it's going to suck
and then
for those.
10 other schools are going to have that problem too, and you're going to find games.
But I will tell
you guys
you-
act like we're not going to be able to find games. There's going to be all kinds of teams looking for games.
There are on the Mission website.
There
If you go
are,
to
yeah,
the
but they're not
dates.
anywhere close.
Kansas
you wanna
City.
go Kansas City,
Head on.
Springfield, West.
No school in our
Listen,
county.
listen. If you want to play Otterville, they're a Class 1 or 2 school.
And where in the world is
Listen,
Otterville?
if you go to Sedalia and you
Okay,
drive
and that is-
south,
that is how
and-
long?
And you go and you go
Exactly.
through and you have to take a boat through Canada.
I will
We
speak.
are losing games. Other teams are going to be losing games to those same people.
I will speak-
I'm not the only team in Jefferson County playing Bayless. I bet you are, aren't you? No,
Nope.
you used to, right?
No.
But it's
Oh,
not
okay.
the other teams.
But there's
it's-
a bunch of teams playing Bayless in our
Well, yeah, because they're
conference.
trying to get in this conference full time.
Yes.
Well,
And
I
it
know,
makes sense
but what I'm
because
saying, so
it
if
just
we
makes
lose
sense because of
Bayless,
Eric
that's just
we
a
can't
rumor.
play
You
them.
do. They don't. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. If you get shut down, it only affects them
Right.
for you one game. All their other schedule is fine.
You're going to tell me I'm the only team that gets shut down.
I'm not.
That's what
no.
I'm saying.
I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying in the
There's gonna be
scenario,
games.
I think
There's
there's
games
going to be
open.
games.
There's
but-
going to be games. We're
but-
not going to have to go. We only can play Jefferson County schools.
I'm
'cause
not
they're
saying.
gonna do
I'm
that.
just saying to alleviate the issue of, do you want to go play Jackson?
No, but if
Okay,
every
but
other
what
week-
if that's the only available
Well, then I'll
for
play
that
'em.
week?
You know, maybe we just cross the bridge when it gets there.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I think we need to talk about it because I think a lot of. I mean, I would prefer
No,
that I didn't have to travel more than an hour on a bus ride.
I mean, in a perfect
Twitter
world, we
poll.
wouldn't have a semi-pandemic kind of smart virus.
Smart virus.
Everybody's getting contact traced, and now all of a sudden you do all this crazy stuff. But we don't have a perfect world right now.
No,
for
you're
a
not.
lot of reasons.
No, you're right. But so here's the thing. Let's be honest. Our county.
I've been honest.
Our county sticks together. Our counties do stick together. With our ADs, pretty much are all on kind of the same field.
They do a great job.
They talk together. They communicate together, and they try to get things on the same page.
They have a fun group chat.
They maybe I don't know. I'm not
Have you
part of
seen
it.
it?
So
Nope.
But but I'm saying is that could happen just to alleviate any issues.
Rumors.
I could see that happening just to alleviate bigger problems across the board. Because if we all get quarantined for 2 weeks,
It's not.
we all get quarantined for 2 weeks because we played each other,
That's something I
and
wanna
we
throw
go
out
get
It's
ideas
not
out there
something
about.
though that
Huh?
if
No,
it's
go ahead.
if it's you're talking about it's gonna be like divided into three. There's gonna be a third of the teams that want to do it. There's gonna be a third of the teams that have no interest in doing it.
Agreed.
And then there's gonna be the teams that are just like, I really don't care as long as we get games.
Yep. Well, so,
Okay, so
but
you're
that's
still
this
finding-
year.
it does-
That's
I
this
know
year.
it's this year. It doesn't matter. We're all going to go through it. There's going to be games that are going to be open. You're going to
think-
go with your schedule until you don't have the games.
I
That's
know.
you're going
That's
to
what
play
I'm
your
saying.
schedule until they say, well, we had to drop so and so, or they can't play, or we're quarantined for however long, so we're losing X, Y, Z, however many games those are.
You're going to find X, Y, Z.
And then
somewhere
guess
else.
what? Somebody else is going to have openings, and you're open because so and so can't play, and now you're going to play them. So there's no way that you can put that together this year, this early, or excuse me, this late.
I
to
understand
get
that.
something to finish that off. I get it. We said this.
But we
said
do this
We
every
said
year
this
in-
however
with
many
winter.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
I know. We said it however many weeks ago that if we had to get a schedule
Probably
in,
30, around
I don't
30.
know. It's like
28. But anyway.
Who's counting? I don't know. Do we count this? Then we would have that would be the best opportunity for us to have. So we all agreed then that was best. At this point in time, when we don't have anything set up, it's not the best option. We should just play with what we got and figure out as we go because it's too late to do that and to get
understand
everybody on that page. I mean,
Right. Well,
heck, it's
I
hard
understand
enough to
that.
get them to do anything
Well-
together, make a decision.
But I go
to
back
play
to think about winter
teams.
and think about snow days. Think about when we have a bad winter and we're out a week or two, and those games get canceled,
They do.
especially if they're January and February. They just get canceled.
Sure.
Okay, it's the same situation here. that with COVID.
I've not had that many. You
we
had
have.
well, you did at North County. We
Right.
don't.
Well, and
up
at
here
Grandview.
we haven't had as. Okay.
Yeah, we do a
You're
better
down there
job
in
of
the
salting
sticks,
the
man.
roads.
You're down there in the
That's
sticks,
true.
man.
I've never.
That's true.
I-
But even at Grandview, I mean, we had the one winter where it was 14 days in a row, and it was like
Yeah.
3-4
That was
games.
the year
that-
I missed 23 probably.
There you go.
Potosi.
know?
That was awesome.
So we're already going to have winter. Winter's already going
Is
to
it?
affect us.
It was cold last week.
I'm just saying.
But I'm telling you that I think that is something that I'm sure already been talked about.
Yeah.
I'm sure they talked about it.
Okay, but it
And it doesn't matter if you like it, you like it, you like it, you like it. It's not our decision. That's the problem. That's the way the problem.
Well,
if we don't not like it.
Well, I
And there's
don't know. I
some
mean,
schools-
I'll bring your football team up. Do you think they wanted to play that schedule that they had to play?
no. Oh, I guarantee you they
Heck
didn't.
no. How many state-ranked teams did they play?
3.
At least
all
4.
of them, but 3 or 4.
Exactly. So they got those games in.
Yeah.
But they also had to travel 4 hours, where it's going down to Arkansas.
Well, that was on the schedule.
Okay, but not originally, because originally they had to find another week too. Why? Because another school dropped. Exactly.
Was that the week of
That was week 2.
We
Yeah, it
had
was
schools in our
Bayless
county
week.
traveling.
That's
3
one
and
day.
4 hours
That's
already
one
anyway.
day
Yeah.
that they had to find games.
Okay.
Now you're going to have to worry about multiple days. Oh, wait, no, I can't play on a Tuesday. Well, I can't play on a Wednesday. Well, I can't play on a Thursday. Oh, well, I'm free here. Oh, I'm not free there. It's just a bigger can of worms. It's a bigger logistical nightmare. Basketball is a bigger logistical issue than
More
football.
games, more nights, more teams, more programs. You got boys and girls. You've got
some more opportunities
I gotta
to
say
have
that
opponents,
I've
more people that you could play.
Okay, but at the same time, and you're saying
Nobody
that
north of the Merrimack's playing.
Hey, you're saying that it's not our decision. I've worked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ADs in about the last 8 years, and I didn't get along with all of them. And there's some of them I really have gotten along with. And you
They
know
all
what?
know that.
Probably I've told a couple of them.
Every single one of them over here said, "Yeah, we know that."
That's good. Good for them. And here's the thing: nobody's going to add a game that I don't want.
I don't have-
They're not going to come to me and say, "Listen, Jason, we picked up Jackson. You're going to play Jackson because we need you to play the game."
I'm not saying that. I'm saying is at this point with all this going on, they're thinking logistically, hey, this makes sense to keep our kids safe.
You are when that's the only option you
third
have.
and third.
Yeah.
Third and third.
You're going to when it's the only option.
It's not going to be the only option.
It's not. You're not going to Kansas City, and you're not going to Missouri.
Okay, so Park Hills is open. Everyone can show up. I mean, Perryville, all
Except
these,
us.
So why are we going to have to travel so far? I don't think we're going to have to travel that far.
Here's a comment real quick.
Let's get
Could
a
be
game.
worse. Dave Crump. Could be worse. Could have no season. Ultimately, having a season at this point is a bonus. You just got to roll with the punches.
That's right.
And that's what we're going to have to do. But
Yeah,
I mean, I
thanks,
don't.
Coach Crump.
I'm just not sure that those punches are going to come and how they're going to come, when they're going to come. I mean,
we don't know. But
That's right.
to put together a tournament or a schedule like that, you're still it's okay. So let's see. How many teams you say do we have in the conference? 12.
11. So you got to have 20 games in a tournament.
Okay, so just wipe the schedule out and start putting those games together.
I'm not saying now that could have
It's
been
just-
done.
it-
That could have
it
been done.
Again, we already said that.
Right.
It should. Okay, if we were worried about this, we thought that this was going to be an issue, then we should have played home and home, or had all the conference schools play each other.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that would be an overly popular thing, but you know what? It would be good because then we could have a season.
Right.
It's too late for that.
I know. We're just talking.
Oh, I thought you guys are keep fighting this.
Yeah,
Am I guys are faking over
no,
here
we're
or
just
what?
talking. No, I'm not saying that in no,
This
I'm
is
not
good
saying let's do
conversation that
We're just
a lot
doing,
of places
everything was
are gonna ask.
Everything's hypothetical. We know it's too late in the
Really?
year.
It's a
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was confused then because Blair was saying, well, they've had these conversations.
I said, I'm sure they have had those conversations. You
sure
got to
they
think about it.
have.
You got to think
Talked about
about
a lot of things with the
I'm
conference.
I'm sure they're thinking all kinds of things. Hey, what scenario are we going to have as a backup plan if this happens? That's what he was trying to say. Is that a possibility? What do you guys think about that? I mean, we wasn't saying
Listen,
that was happening.
We all had 6 months. We all had since March to get stuff figured out. let's be honest. We had 6 months.
Whoa.
And I said my opinion. I don't think you're going to have to do that. I think that you're
I
going to
hope we
find
don't.
games.
I hope we don't. I just know I don't want to drive 2 hours on a Tuesday night.
I'm on a bus.
On a bus.
Wait, you've done that at Grandview.
I know.
You never ride your bus anyway. What are you talking about?
I always ride my bus.
You don't
Hey,
ride
he gets
at home.
chauffeured by one of
He
his
gets- Yeah,
coaches.
one of the coaches drives the limo.
It's got a special
Here we go.
girls basketball vehicle. Murky girls basketball.
Have you seen the?
He's got stickers all over it.
I'd have the one from Animal House, the black vehicle. You know.
You just have a cake that says "Eat me."
I didn't say I was going to have that on it. Hey, Blair's the one that comes up with those types of things, not me.
Unbelievable.
On to the commercials.
On to commercials. Before we go to commercials, real quick, we have a Twitter poll question up on the Livestream STL page. What should Livestream STL call their basketball coverage this season? The 4 segments are the 4 answers here, and you can just go ahead and give your choices here. 4 choices. Thank you very much. Jeffco Jam Time, Jeffco Fast Break, Jeffco Courtside, which is winning by a landslide right now, and Jeffco Hardwood Hoops. So that right now is where our I put in the Jeffco Jam Time, and Blair put in the Jeffco Hardwood Hoops. My wife puts in Jeffco Courtside, and she's winning.
Yeah, that's
Well,
typical.
There you go. So there you go. So check that out. Jump
Is that
over to the
what it said?
Livestream STL
Oh, that'd be good.
Twitter page and cast your vote. Don't forget also tomorrow, 7 o'clock, we have Main Street Sports, Jeff Whitener and I. Hey, we have a show. We have a show, guys.
It's good. I'll be tuning in.
You'll be tuning in.
I will, because it's a very informative show.
We have a good group
They
of
never
guys.
get off the rails.
No, it's informative. It covers a lot of sports in the county. It brings light to our athletes and our schools.
But
and
it's also,
really happy to hear it.
here's the difference. Their show is not a talk show. Their show is an informative show.
They have
Let's
a good
be honest,
group.
right?
They have
It's
a good
right.
group of guys
It's more
coming
of
on the
a
show.
They do have three guys coming on the show.
They do. They got
3 large school basketball.
Large school
players.
basketball.
Well, they got 2 good coaches. I wonder why Dan's on there.
Oh,
Wow.
Dan knows
Dan
I
Johnson
love him.
from Hillsborough High School.
Dan Johnson.
Yep.
Dan knows I love him.
Dan Johnson from Hillsborough, Zeb
Hey, he
Hammond
can
from
golf,
DeSoto,
Huh?
He
and
can golf.
Jason Therrell from Festus.
That's why I'm chapped right there, because
He can golf.
Dan can golf. Those Hillsborough guys, it must be a thing. You got to work.
We're going to step aside. We will be right back. You're watching the Coach's Box. We will be right back in a minute.
Hi, I'm Jeff Whitener, professional loud talker and owner of Blue Tiger Media. Many of you know that I share a passion for local high school and college sports. The people of this area know that I wear many different hats in pursuit of that passion. The Main Street Sports Show is one such passion of mine. We've been on hiatus for a while because the fall sports schedule has kept us very busy. But now that the season is winding down, we have the opportunity to start previewing what will take place this winter. For Ray Halbrook of Livestream STL and I, that means a healthy dose of high school basketball. Joining us for in-depth interviews will be Dan Johnson of the Hillsborough Hawks, Jason Therrell of the Festus Tigers, and Zeb Hammond of the DeSoto Dragons. Stop by in person or leave a question in the comments section of the show as we dip our toes into that winter sports season. That's the Main Street Sports Show on Livestream STL. Watch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or on our Roku channel at TKDS Sports. And from all of our fans and followers out there, for all of you, I doff this hat.
For fine Mexican cuisine,
A family atmosphere.
any place to watch your local sport teams. Come out to La Pechangas.
Check out our 4 locations: Arnold, Herculaneum, Crystal City, and Bonter.
Come out to La Pechanga.
Tired of showering? Well, have we got a solution for you? We interrupt this commercial with good news from your good neighbor. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates, which means you can save more cash and get the service and convenience of a local State Farm agent. That's right, State Farm now has new lower auto rates with their same good neighbor service. It's the real deal for car insurance, folks. And now this.
For lower auto rates in Jefferson County and the surrounding area, call me, Sandy Vest, at 636-464-9298.
Jones Animal Health Clinic, taking care of the furry family members in your life. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Jones Animal Health Clinic at 1237 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City or on the web at jonesanimalclinic.com or call 636-937-9000.
Dr. Craig Rubel is an orthopedic surgeon and fellowship-trained sports medicine specialist who cares for all athletes of all ages, performing total joint replacements, knee and shoulder arthroscopies, and general orthopedic procedures such as fracture treatment and carpal tunnel releases. Visit rubelortho.com or call 636-933-7400.
I wonder what Coach Jarvis is up to.
Jason! Jason! What's up? What's up? Bah! Oh, hang on a minute. I got a call from Blair. What's up?
What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching the Coach's Box.
This must be a wrong number.
What's up?
Hey, this is Chris Miller, and you're watching the Coach's Box on Livestream STL, the best sports streaming show there is on Facebook.
We are back for our last segment for tonight here, segment 3, talking a little basketball. Before we get started with that, we'll talk a little bit about what we've got going on the next couple days here at Livestream STL. And before I find it, I need to find out where we are at here real quick. Tomorrow we have Main Street Sports. Don't forget that'll be 7 o'clock. Again, we just talked about that a little bit before we got off of this last segment. 7 o'clock we'll have all the large school coaches here. Dan Johnson, almost forgot his last name there. Dan Johnson, Zeb Hammond, and Jason Therrell, all from the large schools there from Hillsboro, DeSoto, and Festus. Also, Friday Night Blitz. We've got round 2 of our district competition here for football. Both will be Class 4 coverage this week. DeSoto at Festus. We'll have that on our Livestream STL. All these games are on Misha.tv. Livestream STL team will be over there at Festus. North County at Hillsboro. The South team will be over there. Again, get your tickets early. Get signed up early on Misha.tv. That way you don't have to wait around for the game to show up. You just go when we go live. You're able to grab it there, and you'll have that all season long. And again, that'll be over at Misha.tv. As we roll into our next segment, guys, segment 3 time, and we're going to continue to talk a little bit about this. We're going to go to trivia.
Talk a few minutes with this.
Okay.
Just as we didn't get really into tournaments and how those things are going to look. I mean, let's talk a little bit about tournaments, and then we'll go right into trivia.
Sure.
Well, I mean, what do you guys think about like tournaments? I mean, how are they going to look? I mean, have you heard any? Are they going to be the same way? You know, if there's a tournament that has 4 games in a night, are they going to continue to keep it the same?
Not kick people out, but are they going to wait to clear the
gym before the extra comes in? I mean, I think that's
going to sanitize the bleachers and
get the fog machine out.
Well, I mean, to get it in, I think that's why they're going to do it. I think I think that's what we're going to do with our Doe Run tournament. We're going to.
You going to change capacity?
No, we're just going to we're going to play the first game.
I mean capacity for the amount of people you're going to let in.
No.
So you're gonna have you could
fill the stands?
You could pack that place just like you did the district championship last year.
It won't happen. No.
Obviously, I mean it's been a while.
Okay, so the capacity is going to be different.
So the
it's not. They're not saying that. They haven't said that. Nobody's told us that. Only thing he told us was that they're going to let the fans in for the first game, get them out.
Oh,
and then
we're in red. Jeff goes in red. They're going to have to do some type of.
The nights that you guys played Grandview for that tournament championship, that was a good crowd.
It was packed in there. Yes.
You can't have that kind of crowd for that tournament right now in the red or.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be the counties, the schools. We haven't been told. I don't know if there's a stipulation how many tickets per kid is going to be.
That might be something that somebody ought to figure out.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be
pretty close.
I'm sure it's going to be the same similar as the fall sports was. But I mean, you got to also think about there's
a couple tickets,
more kids, more more teams. There's 3 teams playing in one night.
Just because you have more kids than the football teams in the area. It's not going to be the same. The's not more kids. It's actually less kids.
I only had 4 more kids come out than he did.
He's talking about your football.
So, oh my gosh. But
there was like 50 in there.
Shoot. Oh, there was not.
Wow. They were all socially distant. Superintendent was in there.
Oh gosh, you guys are insane.
Sorry. Let's
go to trivia, Ray. We're off the rails.
Real quick question for me over here. Is there any chance that they reschedule the schedule at all at this point? And I'll just use an example. Something I might have heard was getting rid of all of the tournaments that are around here and bumping up, not bumping back, but bumping up your schedules and spreading them out a little bit more.
I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard that at all.
I mean, who knows? But that's something I haven't heard.
Okay,
I haven't heard that.
I mean, you know, when we started the fall season for football, volleyball, all that stuff, we had a situation where everybody was doing their senior nights like first night because they just weren't sure what was going to happen, and they decided, well, we're just going to go ahead and get it over with because if they play one game, they play one game, which, that stinks. It almost sounds horrible, but I get it. It's kind of a genius move at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if there was anything to that.
I haven't heard that. I think that's probably still a good idea if we want to do that early.
There's a lot of tournaments, though, that bring in money for programs or for the school in general. I mean, you guys use tournaments as your fundraisers, and there's a lot of really big, traditional tournaments. I know that the Arcadia Valley tournament is still playing
it.
Yeah, 94 years. It's the second oldest, by the way.
What's the oldest?
The Monroe City tournament's 96 years. It's the oldest tournament.
This is why he wins trivia all the time.
No, it's because I've been in a lot of places as a coach because I'm terrible. And when you go around all these gyms, you learn a bunch of stuff in different parts of the state.
So you're saying you learned...
That's what Coach Davis told me. He said, you must really suck because you've been around.
Mindless trivia.
Just something like that. Coach Davis. It's kind of like my dad.
I got a Coach Davis story, but can't be on
air.
Is it inappropriate for TV?
No, it's not inappropriate. It's just I'd already accepted a job, and then he offered me a job.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. I knew about that one.
It was interesting.
It's good stuff.
All right.
I guess we're doing trivia now.
Do we need to move on to trivia now?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, so I've got to pull out my bag of brand new trivia that came in.
The ones that don't make
noises.
In this century.
We had somebody.
Cowboy.
Boar offered new trivia, so it's going to be.
Let me pull it up.
Extremely random.
Well, is it going to be gambling?
Maybe.
These are movie sports trivia. That's what it is.
Are you okay over there?
So we had to change.
So wait a minute.
Here we go.
How much?
Here he goes.
Hey, how much you want to bet that
gag
he
me.
wins
Oh.
Because now it's rigged.
Well,
so-
you know what? It's rigged. I'm protesting just like Trump.
Whoa,
Man, oh man.
You know, we made it over an hour without bringing any political talk into
I'm
it.
not saying that I'm supporting what Trump's doing. I'm just saying I'm going to act a
Nobody
fool like
said
Trump.
anything.
I'm going to act a fool.
All right.
I guess it's Trump 2024 now, huh? Is that what people are going to say? But
Is he going to be like Grover Cleveland?
Hey, there you go.
Who was the president in between? Come on, social studies guys.
It wasn't Van Buren.
No, Van Buren's way early.
Way early. But he's a little
Blair,
unknown.
you're really good with social studies. Who is the president in between Grover
We're
Cleveland?
not talking about geography.
That's
I
right.
said social studies.
I'm out with that. I don't know. I don't teach social studies. You three
remember?
did.
I don't remember.
I don't
I
know.
think it's 23rd and 25th, but I don't know.
Eisenhower?
No.
Garfield.
Garfield?
No, Garfield was
No,
20th.
that's
Garfield
right.
was 20th. Chester
Cleveland?
Arthur was 23rd.
Chester Arthur. Have you guys ever watched the
Die Hard.
By the way, there's a new Die
the
Hard coming
video guy that does the songs?
Matt
with each
Schuette says
president?
it's Teddy Roosevelt.
No.
Oh, I got
Matt
it.
Schuette is wrong. It was not Teddy
Wow.
Roosevelt.
No.
He also says, can Jarvis recommend a good ham cream? Oh, Lordy.
All right, movie trivia.
Movie trivia.
Man.
Moving on. Oh, goodness.
You know, it'd be nice if we just stayed on topic.
I know. It'd be nice if they wouldn't say things that are derogatory on
know.
the air, like hand creams. Maybe Blair needs one.
I knew I was waiting for it. Just waiting for it. Just waiting
Can
for
we
it.
do trivia? I
Yes.
mean,
Brian Deering says it is Roosevelt also. So there you go. Teddy Roosevelt.
What is that music in the background?
It's that guy playing.
Oh, okay. Holy cow.
Yeah, so there's a dude that comes over here and plays like live, literally like once a month, and I think he travels like the
It's a one-man traveling band.
I think it's Electric Needle Room. It's.
Wow.
All right.
Yep. Let's see. I think that's what it's called.
Schuette's replying to himself.
That's what you got to do.
I have very dry hands. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you get put on assignment.
All right.
Trivia.
Trivia provided by Kyle Bohr.
We've already said that. Just keeping it real over here.
Amy Duncan says, I think it's great that Jarvis
It was
supports his wife.
It was Benjamin Harrison, by the
Harrison.
way. It wasn't Teddy Roosevelt.
There's one that no one really did. Benjamin Harrison.
Because
knows
Taft
of.
was after Roosevelt and McKinley. Yeah.
Taft got stuck in the bathtub. Yeah. You know.
See, I held out so you could get the right answer.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to go to the trivia. Here we go.
This.
Question number 1. In Al Pacino's movie Any Given Sunday,
Ooh, good one.
Willie Beeman became that star for the Miami Sharks, but what team was he going to play for next year?
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay? What team
I'm
was he
on
going to
it.
play for,
I've
Willie
got
Beeman,
it.
next
You're
year
being-
in Any Given Sunday?
I've got
Answers.
this.
Miami Sharks, B, Dallas Knights, C, San Francisco Crusaders, or D, the Albuquerque Aztecs? Sharks, Knights, Crusaders, or Aztecs?
Speed.
Answers. The answer is D, the
Not for me.
Albuquerque Aztecs. So one for
I'm not a movie watcher. So
one
not
for
many, so.
Mr. Miller and one for Mr.
I
McVeigh.
just signed Willie Beeman as my franchise quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know movies. I'm out.
Question number 2.
Good movie.
In the movie Jerry Maguire,
Oh,
Tom Cruise
This
was a
one I know.
sports agent whose sole client was Rob Tidwell.
Show me the money.
In Rob We Trust was what all the Arizona Cardinals fans cheered on their signs. What team did the Cardinals play at the end of the season where Rob got paid? Answers.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Oh, man, it's been a long time since I watched that one.
Answers.
I love that movie.
Answers. 49ers, the Cowboys, the Rams, or the Chiefs? A, B, C, or D? 49ers, Cowboys, Rams, or Chiefs?
The Chefs?
The Chefs.
I could be wrong, but
That's what I'm thinking.
Today, Blair.
Come on, Blair. The answer is the Dallas Cowboys. B. You have a D on there, dude.
No, I don't.
No, he is
It's
B.
Oh, I saw the D on the other side. Sorry. Okay,
think
so
my
2 for
marker's
2
dying
and 1.
here.
And 0.
And Blair's got 0. How about
Yep.
that?
I'm not a movie guy, so
All right.
I knew this was going bad.
Jerry Maguire has some of the greatest scenes in it. Oh,
Show
my God.
me the money.
Oh, there's a
Number
couple.
3, question number 3. This is a baseball question. In the movie Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner's character builds a field where all players were welcome to play, including, quote-unquote, the Black Sox. Costner was able to play catch with his father. What team did his father play for? Answers. Yankees, the White Sox, the Red Sox, or the Dodgers? Yankees, White Sox, Red Sox, Dodgers.
Well, what was
I feel
say it
really
again?
bad about this.
What was Kevin Costner's dad? What team did he play for? The Yankees, the White Sox, the Red Sox, or the Dodgers?
One of these.
Wait, why you got?
It's not like I'm changing my answer.
Okay.
I think I'm wrong. I think he's right.
The answer is the Yankees.
The only reason they had the NY on the
Yeah.
jersey. That's the only.
Okay.
I didn't know it was like the Giants or something.
So you've got 3 in a row.
He's winning again.
You've got 2. You've got 1 still, right?
Blair has
All
not
right.
answered
Your
any
chance.
right.
Blair with the goose egg.
Yep.
Question number 4. The Game of Their Lives is a movie about the 1950s USA national team. This team upset
USA Nationals team.
England, who was the heavy favorite, 1-0.
Must be a soccer.
It is a soccer question.
That was the answer. It's ruined it.
It was such a shock that when the score was telegrammed back to England, they thought it was a mistake and England had won 1-0. More players came out of St. Louis than any other city in the United States. How many players came from St. Louis? Boer's fired. Answers.
Boer.
How many St. Louisans came out of out of the 1950s?
That's a movie?
Yeah, it's called The Game of Their Lives.
Yeah, how many guys have seen this movie?
US soccer team.
Heard of
Oh,
it.
it must-
Have you seen it?
Okay,
You've
listen.
seen it.
I know a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like Chariots of Fire.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this
No.
movie. Ice Castles about the
This
ice
ain't-
skating.
Right.
I've watched that.
Yeah.
I've never watched this.
This ain't the one that was shot in St. Louis, is it? The soccer movie that was shot in St. Louis?
I'm not sure.
Is there a soccer movie
I've not
that's been
seen it,
shot
so
in
I
St.
don't know.
Louis?
I think there was.
Whoa.
Hold on. Can we all protest for a new question?
And you know what? We're not allowed to protest. That would be a democratic right.
Hey.
Bada bing.
Unilateral decision too.
The views of this show are not necessarily
just get ready
the views
for
of
it.
Livestream STL.
What?
Let's say that every week.
I'm laughing at
What's
it
the
here.
next? What's the
Unilateral.
answers?
Yeah, let's just throw the answers out
How
there.
many St. Louis players came out of the 1950s U.S. national soccer team? 4, 5, 6, or 7? A, B, C, or D? 4, 5, 6, or 7?
I have no idea. I was going to say 0.
Answers.
I gotta have something different.
5, 6, 7, 6. The answer is 6.
Wow. I still lost. I only got
2 for
right.
you. 2 for you. 3 for you.
3 for him. 1
So
for me. 1 for you.
And 1 for So
well, you know.
3,
First
2, and 1.
loser, second loser.
Zach,
At some point.
that was your shot. I think that was your
Boer.
shot.
Unbelievable.
I know. He had one job,
One job.
to fix this for you.
He's a
You know,
Kyle Boer, I hope you were around
the
for
first
us to
rule
see
of
these.
fixing things, make it to where the person's supposed
Now,
to
Matt
live.
Sheedy's saying, wait, it's Benjamin Harrison.
I already said that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It's all right.
Just making sure that that's out there. Thank you, Matt Sheedy. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
You had to Google that.
Well, I had to Google it too. I couldn't remember.
Right?
It's hard to remember all those.
Wow. So there you
Just
have it.
saying.
There you are. What else are we going to talk about? We've got a little bit of time.
Well, I mean, is everybody here in a jamboree?
Yeah, we are.
I am.
Who do we
You're
got?
not in one?
Not yet.
Not
Can't
yet.
find anybody to play yet.
You know, I think they post some on the
Oh,
mission
you guys
website.
got
been
out?
looking.
Hold on. Y'all got out of?
No, everybody else backed out on us.
Everybody?
Yep. Sent us an email and said they already got joined into something else besides when we sent out the information for it. Oh, we got
Hold
out
on,
of it.
time out.
We got out
Even
of it. Yep.
The local one?
Yep.
Local. The local.
But
It's
you guys,
it's going to be a really good. There's going to be some really good conference games to go and watch.
You guys just said that we all work together.
We do.
And we'd make that.
You know, if we were in a jamboree together, I don't think this would be a problem.
What?
No.
I wouldn't have
We've
backed
been in
out.
a jamboree. It's fun.
Yeah.
No problems
I'm
whatsoever.
going to Northwest and Angry
wear my-
Moss.
I wore my jeans and T-shirt and sat on the bench.
Mm-hmm. I think we sat
On the
together
set, we
for
did.
a while.
We
one,
did.
One year.
Jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, shorts,
Denim Dan over there.
shorts.
No, I've never worn jeans.
You know, there was this one time
Jamboree.
that. Okay, so this is a fun story.
Still not wearing jeans.
What's the?
I'm wearing jeans.
What's,
I'm wearing
what's the
shorts
most
if I can.
casual you've coached any game for a school? Like, what did you wear? Like, what's your
Khakis,
okay,
tennis shoes.
I mean, that's as casual as you've ever been.
Yes,
T-shirt.
khakis,
T-shirt.
khaki pants.
What are you wearing,
Khaki
Jake,
pants.
from State Farm? Khakis.
Khakis, polo,
I've done a jumpsuit.
A jumpsuit.
Orange jumpsuit.
Wow.
Straight red.
There is a
One of those,
straight red one.
so-
Coach
I-
Buddy had that on.
Yeah.
Adidas, is it with the Adidas stripes like he's from
that'd be great.
Eastern Europe?
No, I got a
Just
Jordan
taking you
one.
for Drazen Petrovic. So,
I got a Jordan one.
Is that when you had to coach the 8th grade game down there?
I did.
all right. So
I did do
when
that.
I was at Ellington, I coached all three levels. And middle school was in fall, and high school was winter. And I had to do elementary. Elementary season was in the spring. Yeah, this is back when I was younger. I had a little more energy. And, by the time you get to that point, you're a little, fried. But all the conference coaches down in the Black River League, when they coached elementary, like even Coach Dinkins, they're wearing like a T-shirt and T-shirt and shorts coaching elementary. Well, I mean, so we had our first game, and I wore khaki shorts and a polo, a staff or a school polo, and everything was fine. We played the game, and I got called into the elementary office the next day, and our elementary principal, first-year principal there, told me that I didn't represent the values of the school because I wasn't dressed professionally enough to coach. And I was like, what? He said, well, you looked like you were just got done coming out of basketball practice, and I said, well, I was wearing a polo and shorts. She said, well, I want you to dress professionally. I said, well, tell me what that looks like. Button-up shirt, dress pants, dress shoes to elementary games. I was made fun of by every single coach, every single game, because I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And I was like, do you realize that the other coaches, she goes, I don't care what the other coaches are doing. This is what you're doing. If you want to coach and work here, this is what you're going to do. And I'm
Elementary.
and I was like, have we all lost our minds? I thought for a second I was being punked. And I wasn't. But I'll tell you what, I was the butt of every single joke at the conference meetings. It's like, who the best dressed elementary coach is?
This guy right here.
And
You're the Taylor Hassel of that.
Oh my! No, I mean I couldn't do it up like that. But it was awful. It's starting to get a little warm and stuff in some of those gyms down there that didn't have air conditioning.
Springtime.
And so it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all.
Say not.
So, that was my... I tried to go casual. There was this one time my pants ripped, and I had to coach in
you told me that story.
That was
too.
at Grandview.
Had to tie your
No.
jacket. No, you didn't?
No, I did. I did to finish the half. When I got to halftime, I changed into a pair of basketball shorts, uniform shorts. I kneeled down, and when I did, I have one leg up, and I just kneeled down. I was wearing regular pants. It wasn't like they were tight. And all of a sudden, it was just like... Oh, shoot. A hole that big. Kids thought it was funny. Nobody else knew. I mean, we didn't have a lot of people come watch because, we were good. But, that was it. Sorry. I found $10. That made the story better, didn't it? I found $10.
Wow.
What?
Nothing.
Judgment.
Don't judge me.
just here.
You in your red jumpsuit. Can you wear that?
I didn't have a red jumpsuit. Mine was black. Coach Buddy has a red. There was a picture of him.
I have that red jumpsuit too.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Hey, can you wear?
If it's in my office, you have it.
Hey.
No, I wasn't. That was. I have a different one. It was from one when I was the boys coach.
Can you wear the black jumpsuit here? Mm-hmm. Do it.
Wear it here.
Yeah,
I'll wear the red one.
Yeah, you wear the black one. He wears the red one next.
You guys gonna look like a '90s rap video.
Dude, I love
Wait, I want to wear it.
Want me to wear a big old clock?
Oh, that'd be great.
Right?
I'll wear a sweatshirt at Miami University. It's white.
No, the starter.
Over, baby.
That's junior high right there, man. Starter jacket.
Oh, heck yeah.
Wow.
I got a 49ers.
They came back for a minute. Did you see that?
I got a 49ers
get the
big old starters.
The
Yeah.
Zumba pants. And all that.
I never wore those.
No, me neither. Those were
was
expensive.
not a
Too
Zumba.
expensive.
No, I just didn't like them either.
No, that wasn't me.
Although the greatest was, and I'm sure you had it too, tearaway pants.
Nope.
For high school.
Tearaways.
For high school.
Oh, right. Yeah.
For high school.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah,
that was
everybody's
cool.
like, oh, and it took you
Tearaway.
forever to button the stupid things, like do your buttons off. I'm like, I don't care. I left them buttoned half the time anyway, just slid them off. It's annoying after
we
the
have
first two
some of
games.
those. We never wear them. Every time we wore them, we lost.
Look at Candy Striper. You got
Candy
stripes.
Say, don't you
Stripe.
still have the clown?
I have some black
Clown
and
bottoms?
white ones. We wore them like twice, and we lost both times. I'm like, I'm done.
You still have the
Superstitious.
clown pants?
Yeah, they have them.
Yeah,
They're black and white, but they don't wear them.
ours are black and
Oh,
whites. He
black,
wears
white, and
his
red.
all. He wears his all the time.
We used to have these nasty looking like pinstripe black and white and red ones that were. I'm sure they burnt them.
No, I doubt it.
No,
I
he
bet
handed me
they're,
down. He's
they're
he's
probably
got 'em.
somewhere. He
He's got
probably
the
has them.
Candy stripe.
Those were awful.
You know, those old ones we threw away.
Yeah.
And got the black and white ones.
The elastic was probably out of most of them.
Do they even wear shooting shirts anymore?
We have shooting shirts. I hate the hoodies.
With the cutoffs or whatever, like the NBA.
Yeah, it's like, why are you wearing a hood?
Like Jarvis wears, basically.
You guys
all
have
the time?
hoods, don't you?
I don't wear them. The kids wear them.
Well, like you did in the commercial. Like you did in the commercial.
Oh no, that was just cut off.
No, I'm
t-shirt.
saying though,
I was
what
cutting grass.
I don't understand that. Why do you need a hoodie on your warm-ups? And then you know what the first thing the kids want to do is take them off. They go, wait a minute, they're warm-up shirts. You're supposed to say, yeah, but I'm getting hot. I'm like,
That's
okay.
the idea.
So what are we missing here? I mean, I'm not speaking Spanish.
Men ain't about getting warmed up. It's what you look like, bro.
Okay, bro, when you look like you're wearing a stupid hoodie and you're warming up, and you wear, like I'm telling you, the kids ask me, like, are we getting hoodies? Coach, they look stupid. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're not getting hoodies. Okay, thanks. It's like, thank God they didn't ask for them. They look like hurt. No, I'm kidding. If it looks good for you guys, it looks good. I don't understand it.
Before you came, it worked out for us.
Well, you probably beat us when we were wearing them.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about when I was at Grandview.
No, we just got them a couple years ago.
No. Well,
they might only be a year old. So they've lost for us.
There you go.
So we got to talk about parameters for moving forward with games that come up when you guys play each other.
First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
We're not going to talk about Fight Club, but we need to talk about how we're going to handle ourselves before we
Second
walk
rule.
into Fight Club.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
We don't have no bad relationship here, so we're good.
Unless we're trying to go get wings.
Are you trying to bite my wife?
There's no.
I didn't want to go either. Why would I want to go?
So all 5 of us have to raise our right hand and say, I will behave the week that we played my other
Well, I mean, if you haven't noticed, we've all been behaving all
I'm just
night.
wondering when we're even going to be able to do the show. I mean, that's when we start getting in games.
No, I mean, you guys said they're going to be canceling a bunch of games. We'll have all kinds of free time.
Right.
Should be.
Okay.
Conference tournament, home and home.
Hey.
Could be.
Hey, you know what? If you can't do it, let's just have a consecutive sack race on consecutive Sundays until the winner is decided.
Nope. Rock, paper, scissors.
Could happen.
Oh. Sudden death.
Yep.
They got time for 2 out of 3. Game of dodgeball.
There you go.
On the Ocho.
You can dodge a
On the
wrench.
Ocho.
You can dodge a ball.
So
oh my.
Well, yeah.
I haven't rolled the music yet.
Well,
Why haven't
well,
I
I
rolled
don't
the
know.
music
Why
yet?
haven't you?
I guess it's
we
9:30.
have met
We-
our
we have-
agenda
we are ready
to a T.
Yeah.
And we've talked
Long
about
day.
stuff. It's been a long day for a lot of us here.
There it is.
And our audience is like, dude, would you guys just wrap this
The
up?
audience
and we
is
go
still
home?
here. I'm watching.
Yeah.
The audience is still here.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
I want to stand it.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I guess we better get out of here.
Yep. It's time.
It's time.
Go
Used to hear
watch
that-
CNN.
I used to hear that at the beginning of when the Rams came out every week. It's time for your St. Louis Rams.
Yep.
Back in the day.
Saw that old school
Hey,
picture.
we
of
can
you.
talk about
Yeah.
our game. We are adults
yeah.
now. We will be
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
We will be fine. I don't know about these guys.
We may
We'll have
heckle
to-
each other during the game. And
Well, yeah.
Hey, we're professionals.
I think we've already talked about our two games enough on here.
I was gonna say
I mean, everybody brings this up like me against Jarvis. It's like our teams are playing. We're professionals. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
We're
Nothing's on
professionals.
fire.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't
Nothing's
look
on
here.
fire.
Someone is
I'm Chris Miller.
No, I'm Chris Miller.
We're professionals.
See,
We're gonna
now
say
you're
so
sounding like
long
other people.
from
Chris Miller.
the Coach's Box here, Ray Halbrook, and all of us here at Livestream STL. We're going to say so long.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week. Bye.